Hi guys, it's Joy. Today is the first video in which I'm going to be doing my new content that I decided that I was gonna go out on a limb and try. And I hope you enjoy it a lot. I will say I will still continue to do my favorite videos. I think at the end of each month, I really love those. I enjoy those, and I think you guys enjoy them too. Those seem to be like the videos I get the most likes and comments on. So I will continue doing those ones, but some of my other videos, I'm not going to do videos like this anymore. What I decided I was going to do was I'm going to go to a topic in which I am really passionate about. That's something I really love, and that is comic books and superheroes. Okay, so this is my first ever review of a TV show. I know this is a little behind some people, according to where the show is technically on TV, but I don't have cable. I watch everything online, and I just recently got the CW app, so I could watch, The Flash and Arrow. So I'm gonna be doing according to when their videos are up for me to watch. And I figure I'm not the only one, and if my videos come up a few weeks after the episode, oh well. I'm going to work on trying to catch up to where they are currently. I hope you really enjoy it, and let's jump right in. This is Arrow Season 4, Episode Restoration. First things first, I think we need to talk about Oliver and Diggle. A lot happened. There's been this twist and like this thing in between Oliver and Diggle, this rift between them ever since the ending of Season 3. When everything with Ra's al Ghul happened. I was really happy when Felicity finally just let loose on the two of them and told them, hey, you're being stupid. That's one of the things I love most about her character is she's the one person that can get on the rest of the team, yell at them, give them a lecture, and they have to shut up and listen to her. Like when Felicity goes on her rampage lectures, you better shut up and listen, because she doesn't get like that often. So to see her, tell them, hey guys, you're being stupid, get over it, you're gonna fix this now before someone gets killed. I loved when finally Diggle's, going on about how, I trusted you, you betrayed my trust, you crossed the line, and I know deep down you'd do it again if you really had to. And Oliver finally said, I understand that, but why won't you move on? What am I supposed to do? You're a very forgiving person. Why aren't you forgiving me and moving on? And I really love that. One of the things I love is to parallel with that issue going on with Diggle and Oliver concerning how Oliver did kidnap his wife and left his daughter in the apartment, was when Diggle comes home and Lila and the baby is not there, and there's this random man there, kind of just once more reminding everyone what happened, and that that's kind of Diggle's worst nightmare, to come home and find his family gone, to find that he's lost the people he's loved. It was good to see the original Team Arrow, as Felicity puts it, working together again. I really enjoyed the fact that, we kind of went to the original three again, the three people who started it, that made Team Arrow what Team Arrow is today. They are the foundation and the pillar. Whenever one of them's not around, you can always sense that there's this weird feeling to it. That something's just, it's not normal and it's not right. And can I just throw it out there? Diggle really does need a code name. Felicity is right. Cisco probably will come up with something though. When Diggle decided to come clean with Oliver about everything that had been going on, I really feel like you could see that relationship just bud and blossom once more. When they first introduced Mina Fayyad, at first I thought that was going to be their version of Queen Bee, because, it's Hive and all that. No, it wasn't. She died. She's not Queen Bee, apparently. I do hope to see Queen Bee, since they are talking about Hive. I think it would be kind of weird to talk about Hive and not at least mention the name, even if you don't see her. I thought it was interesting when Damien Darhk mentions Genesis. Genesis is, for those of you who don't read comic books, Genesis is a storyline in the DC Comics referring to the New Gods of New Genesis and Darkseid and a lot of the superpowered, like, well, not some, all of the superpowered individuals of the DC comic world. I myself have not gotten to read it yet. I want to, but I know that it was heavily critiqued and it wasn't a really big storyline. It only had a handful of issues, and it's not really considered part of the normal DC comic continuity. And I think this is just one of their ways of taking, whether it's a character or storyline, and revamping it. Maybe that they may not be going that direction, but he did mention it. I've heard a couple people say they're not going to go that way. That's too early for a Genesis storyline. But he did mention it. I'm interested to see what they're going to do with it. Let me know what your thoughts are on what you think they're going to do with it, if you have any theories. But please, no spoilers for those of us who have not yet seen the future episodes. Like, I have not seen them yet. I can't wait for them to come out online for me to watch. I was really excited to see J.R. Bourne playing Mr. Tell. Really, honestly, I was just happy to see J.R. Bourne. The moment I saw him, I went, Martouf! And Daddy Argent! Like, that was my first, those were my first thoughts. I don't think you can mention this episode and not talk about Felicity taking up arms and going all gangsta. That was awesome. You know, she may not actually have training, but she really just, that was cool. And Oliver's face when she told him, hey, you know, I fought him off, I fended him off, and Oliver's like, what? How'd you do that? Like, he even beat me, how would you get him to go away? And I guess there's nothing more terrifying than a mad hacker scientist lady shooting an automatic gun everywhere. The other half of the episode was dealing with Laurel, Thea, Merlin, and Nyssa, and Nanda Parbat, and the Lazarus Pit and Sarah. I love how they introduce Nanda Parbat into the episode, opening with Nyssa and Merlin sparring, kind of not sparring, fighting to the death thing. I really enjoyed that. That was really cool to open up seeing the two of them fighting and their conversation where, you know, she's like, I'm not sparring, and he's like, I know you're not. And she says, you know, if I have the chance, you know, I will show you absolutely no mercy. And he's like, that's why I take great care to make sure I'm not put in that position. And I think it said a lot about Nyssa and her character development, even when she said that she did not want Sarah to be revived in the pit. I think it also goes to show how terrifying the pit really is. The pit is not something that's pleasant or nice. I really loved that interesting, you know, side of the character. I like Nyssa a lot. She's really cool. And I really enjoyed her talking with Laurel and telling her, you're not doing this out of love for your sister, you're doing this out of grief. Speaking of which, Merlin tells Thea, you know, the pit, to give life, it takes a life. It makes you a monster. It makes you bloodthirsty. The last thing I want to talk about is reviving Sarah. She is back, and which of course opens up for DC Legends of Tomorrow. I'm interested in how they're gonna play this. I know she's supposed to be kind of crazy in a way. You know, she's gonna be very reckless because she's literally died already. But I don't see them picking her to be a hero, let alone a legend, and have this great responsibility if she's gonna be taken over by bloodthirst. And then lastly, but not least, Nyssa destroyed the pit. And Merlin locks her away. If you have any theories concerning how you think it's gonna play out, again, no spoilers please. If you are, put the spoiler tags, and then, you know, yeah. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review. Bye!